Tonight, before you go to sleep, you'll lock your door. You'll check it twice, maybe 3 times. You do this without thinking, because something deep inside you knows the world outside is dangerous. But here's what nobody tells you. You're not actually afraid of what's outside that door. You're afraid of something like you. Because at some point in history, humans stopped being prey. And the moment that happened, everything changed. Not just for us, for every living thing on this planet. Let's go back, way back. Around 300,000 years ago, your ancestors were not at the top of the food chain, not even close. They were somewhere in the middle, scavenging leftovers, hiding from big cats, running from hyenas. A single lion could wipe out an entire group. Think about that for a second. The same species that would later build the pyramids, launch rockets into space, and sequence the human genome was hiding behind rocks, hoping not to get eaten. So what changed? The answer isn't what most people think. It wasn't strength, it wasn't size. Neanderthals were stronger, mammoths were bigger, saber-toothed cats were faster. What changed was something invisible, something happening inside your skull right now. Around 70,000 years ago, in what researchers call the cognitive revolution, the human brain did something no other brain had ever done before. It started telling stories. Not just communicating danger, not just signaling food, but creating shared fictions. Things that didn't exist in the physical world, but could exist in the minds of thousands of people at once. Yuval Noah Harari, the historian, calls this the most important turning point in human history, the ability to believe in things you can't see, touch, or smell. A tribe, a god, a law, a nation. Before this moment, you could get maybe 50 people to cooperate because you personally knew all 50. You could trust them. You'd shared a fire with them. But after the cognitive revolution, suddenly thousands of strangers could cooperate around a shared idea. And cooperation at scale is the most dangerous force that has ever existed on Earth. Here's what happened next. Humans started moving out of Africa into every corner of the planet, and wherever they went, the megafauna disappeared. Australia, 50,000 years ago, humans arrived. Within a few thousand years, 90% of large animal species were gone, completely wiped out. The Americas, 13,000 years ago, humans crossed from Siberia. Within 2,000 years, the mammoths were gone, the giant ground sloths were gone, the American horses were gone. Researchers like Paul Martin called this the overkill hypothesis. The animals had never seen anything like us before. They didn't know to be afraid. They had no evolutionary memory of the two-legged thing holding a stick, so they just stood there. And we hunted them to extinction. Not out of cruelty, out of something much more ordinary. Hunger, survival, the same thing every predator does. But we were too good at it, and we didn't stop. Now here's where it gets strange. Because the moment humans became the most dangerous thing on Earth, we also became the most afraid. Think about that. When you were prey, fear was simple. Sea lion, run, survive. But when you become the apex predator, when there's nothing left to hunt you, the fear doesn't go away. It turns inward. The biggest threat to a human for the last 70,000 years has been other humans. A rival tribe, a competing group, someone who wants what you have. This is why, according to anthropologist Robin Dunbar, your brain evolved to track the intentions of other people with extraordinary precision. What are they thinking? Are they loyal? Do they want to hurt me? Your brain runs these calculations constantly without you even knowing. It's why you feel anxious in a crowd of strangers. It's why your heart rate goes up when someone stares at you too long. It's why even now, in a world with police and laws and locked doors, part of your brain is always scanning for the threat. Because for most of human history, the most dangerous animal in any environment was the one standing right next to you. And here's the part that should genuinely disturb you. We haven't changed. The same brain that drove the mammoth to drive cliffs is the one organizing supply chains, armies, and social media algorithms today. The cooperation that made us unstoppable is still running. It's why humans can build a vaccine in less than a year. It's why we put a man on the moon. It's why the internet exists. But it's also why wars happen at a scale no other animal could imagine, why we can destroy ecosystems faster than they can recover, why we're the only species that's ever had to sit down and debate whether we should stop ourselves. Researcher Elizabeth Kolbert documented what she calls the sixth mass extinction, the sixth time in Earth's history that large numbers of species have disappeared rapidly. The first 5 were caused by asteroids, volcanic eruptions, ice ages. This one is caused by us, by the same cognitive leap that started 70,000 years ago, by the same ability to cooperate at massive scale, by the same species that once hid behind rocks from lions. So what does this mean for you? It means the most powerful thing about you isn't your muscles or your instincts, it's your ability to believe in something with other people. Every system you live inside, your city, your economy, your government, exists because enough humans agreed it was real. And that means every system can be changed because it was invented. The same brain that drove the mammoth to extinction is capable of deciding not to. The same species that became the most dangerous thing on Earth is the only one that ever asked whether it should be. Tonight, you'll lock your door again. Not because you're afraid of lions, because somewhere, deep in the architecture of your mind, you still remember what humans are capable of. And you've been one of us long enough to know that's the most dangerous thing there is.